I have one more question that I wanted to ask, but a very important question for me. I know that at this event, and this is not probably a topic that many people talk about often, but there are plenty of neurodivergent people at this event. And you yourself, I know you're a strong advocate for people with autism. So does autism get in the way, or does it actually help people playing this game?
Depends who you're asking. So for those that don't know, I'm autistic. I spend a lot of time in my professional life. It's not my full-time job by any means. It's something I do by the side of my desk. But I do a lot about trying to get people into employment because they're very underrepresented, but also trying to get the workplace in a situation which is then right for people who are neurodivergent. So I'm quite open about this.
Yeah, I've seen your pictures like in the British Parliament and so on, or like in front of the Parliament. So
you make me blush if I had any emotions.
I mean, that's amazing work that definitely doesn't get enough spotlight. So we're here to do it.
Yeah, and you asked directly, kind of, how does it impact me? Is it good or is it bad? I mean, start with the bad. The bad is I'm very noise sensitive. I'm quite bad at social interactions, even though I can appear quite kind of sociable. I find, the way I describe it, I find it's extremely de-energizing if I'm not careful.
It wears you down.
Yeah, so it's just this place is very loud, and for me that's kind of very de-energizing, and kind of too much social interaction. By the end of the day, I can be sometimes a bit burnt out, so I need to be just really careful with my energy levels. The positives, though, are this is definitely one of my special interests, but also the structured nature of the social interactions really benefit me. So going to a pub or a bar, I find that really difficult. Having a game of 40k for 3 hours, kind of know what's going to happen. So
you like predictability.
The real structure of that really benefits. So for me, that's a massive thing. And I think just generally within the community, some of the best players I think are neurodivergent, and they've kind of find a way of. This almost sounds bad. I don't mean to sound this way, but like weaponize their neurodivergency to be hyper focused, hyper specialized, see things that others don't, and think in a very different way. And I think I'm nowhere near the top of the game, but it definitely benefits me, how I learn rules, how I see the patterns, and how I work. So it's been a definite benefit for me, and I know others have had that too.
Okay. Would you have any tips for tournament organisers and perhaps other players to make the events friendlier for?
I think there's a couple of things we could do. I think having some space which is quiet, if you see what I mean, and doing that meaningfully. Here, if I wanted some quiet time by myself, I'd think I'd be forced to go out into the green patch. So it's available, but it's not necessarily friendly. So it could be kind of applicable to other people as well if they're having stress in their life or they need to take a phone call. Just having a quiet room or quiet room.
Touch the grass.
Yeah, well, you can help if someone approaches the game maybe too emotionally as well, right?
Yeah. And apart from that, it's going to be... most neurodivergent people will have their own coping mechanism. So you'll see some people with earphones.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about
they'll moderate their own behaviour. So if they're anything like me, they don't want any kind of special adjustments necessarily. But there are certain things which could be super helpful, which are very modest changes and, in my mind, quite inexpensive.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, my son is also autistic, and like everywhere we go, we bring those sound cancelling headphones. Like. Such simple things sometimes get in the way, like going to the bathroom, all those hand dryers that are extremely loud. My son will not go into a bathroom like that if there is a hand dryer because he is afraid of the sound, or there's, and again, as you said, a place to just chill out in the quiet, because many people don't realize that neurodivergent people, when they are overwhelmed with, stimuli, then at the end of the day it's very hard for them to calm down and so on. So yeah, tournament organizers out there, if you have a possibility to listen to Adam's advice or consult Adam about this, then by all means do, because we want to be an open community for everyone and we accept everyone, and this is a game of social contract and mutual understanding. So yeah, you are all welcome.
And just a note to some of my opponents, and this is on me to kind of figure it out, is I sometimes get social cues wrong and laugh at the wrong thing. So sometimes my opponent will roll badly and I think he's seen the funny side of it and I'll laugh and he really hasn't. And that's kind of led to some very serious consequences for me personally. I mean, I've had to learn that, and there's no way of me, I don't know what I do, but maybe I just need to have a conversation with my opponent at the start, but it's kind of,
setting the expectations. Basically.
Yeah, I think we're still in the infancy of kind of understanding neurodivergent people and how to interact with them. And again, I don't think it's for the world to change. I think it's kind of finding it's a two-way street.
Oh yeah. Both sides need to communicate openly about
But
this.
I've definitely messed that up at times at the table, and it's like it comes across as a sportsmanship issue. And I know if anyone else is like me, I imagine they've had the same sort of experience.
Yeah. Like my son usually takes things very literally. So, if at one time I joked that, your performance at school was a bomb. And he was like, a bomb? Where? And, he really took this seriously. So, mutual understanding is the basis of every interaction, also here at 40K tournaments. Adam, it's been a great pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
An important topic that I feel we touched upon. Good luck in your future games.
Thank you.
And, maybe we'll reach out to you in the next days to have you over one more time.
I hope so, but I doubt it. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll
But
see.
good luck.
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciated it.
And we'll be back soon with next guests, so stay tuned for more.